Mia stood at the rusted gate, her heart pounding against her chest as she looked up at the towering silhouette of Hawthorne Manor. The once grand estate loomed ominously against the midnight sky, its windows like hollow eyes watching their approach. Jake, ever the skeptic, tried to mask his unease with bravado as he nudged the gate open with a creak. Lily, who had suggested this adventure, clutched her flashlight, its beam cutting through the swirling mist as they stepped onto the property. Inside, the air was thick with dust and the scent of decay. The friends' footsteps echoed eerily as they crossed the threshold into the entrance hall, their flashlight beams sweeping across faded wallpaper and cobweb-laden chandeliers.
This place feels like it's alive,
Lily whispered, her voice barely audible over the creaking floorboards.
It's just an old house,
Mia replied, her voice wavering despite her attempt at reassurance. The trio ventured deeper into the manor, pausing at the entrance of a grand library. Tall bookshelves lined the walls, their volumes untouched for decades. Jake picked up a book at random, its pages yellowed and brittle.
Imagine the stories these walls could tell,
he mused, as a chill ran down his spine. As if in response, the room seemed to shudder, and the sound of whispered voices filled the air, sending the friends into a hushed silence. Leaving the library, they found themselves in a narrow hallway lined with portraits whose eyes seemed to follow them. A draft swept through, causing the candles lining the walls to flicker ominously.
Did you hear that?
Mia asked, her voice barely above a whisper as she glanced over her shoulder.
It's just the wind,
Lily assured, though her grip on the flashlight tightened as they pressed on. They climbed the creaky stairs to the attic, the air growing colder with each step. The space was cluttered with forgotten relics, each casting eerie shadows under the flashlight's beam. Jake stumbled upon an old trunk, its contents a collection of dusty letters and photographs.
These must belong to the previous owners,
he speculated, piecing together fragments of the manor's past as a sudden gust of wind slammed the attic door shut, trapping them in darkness. Panic set in as the friends struggled to open the door, their efforts drowned out by a cacophony of unearthly wails. The walls seemed to close in, and shadows twisted into grotesque forms. Mia felt the presence of unseen eyes, a cold hand brushing her arm.
We need to get out of here,
she cried, her voice rising above the chaos. In a moment of clarity, Lily found a hidden latch that revealed a narrow escape route, leading them back to the safety of the night. As dawn broke, the friends stumbled out of Hawthorne Manor, their hearts still racing. The first light of day cast a softer glow over the dilapidated structure, but the horrors of the night lingered in their minds.
We survived,
Jake said, his voice tinged with disbelief as they climbed into their car.
but we'll never forget.
Lily added, glancing back at the manor, now just a silhouette against the morning sky. Mia nodded, knowing their friendship had been tested and strengthened by the night's ordeal.